Oh, hey everybody, Paul with you here today. Let's go ahead and get into this. We've got silver right now. I'm going to do a quick market run. $65.91. It's down $2.67. We've got gold at $68 and down $68, $42.68. And we'll continue on with the Dow. And let's get through this. Let's get through this, and then we'll move on. The Dow is down 34 points. It's unmoved, and we'll check the Nasdaq, and then we'll check what the Nasdaq is down 1.5%, 400 points. So Nasdaq taking it hard today. All right, and now we will check out oil and see where oil lies today. I think it went down a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. It's down 3%, 3.5% to $88.17. It says here, world's largest battery maker bets big on energy storage. Okay. Well, you're going to see 10 times as many battery-operated things as now. In another 7-8 years, it'll be almost all battery, I would imagine. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the news. Let's get you caught up, and then I will get back to my work. Okay, somehow it's taking me to oil price, but I want to go to Drudge, so I'm using my work phone, and my work phone is notoriously slow, so stand by. All right, here we go. Now UFC takes over Lincoln Memorial. White House will be closed to reporters during fight. I guess they're having some sort of fight. I don't understand it. I mean, you could easily be killed in one of those UFC fights. You could easily be killed. I don't even know why they do it. Truly. I mean, boxing is bad enough. And this is really bad, this UFC business. President selling coins with his face on them for $12,000. It says boo, and then sleeping, Z. Furious Knicks fans blame Don for loss. He sleeps through the game. Well, if you're going to go to the game, you might as well stay awake, right? But I don't think they're out of it. Isn't it probably like a 1-1 tie? I don't know what the score is. I don't keep up with basketball that much. Claims peace deal imminent for 38th time. 4 nuke issues in talk. First Family got $500 million from crypto venture, but investors saw steep losses. I don't doubt it. My boss invested into some sort of meme coin, and he said it was up, and then it came back down. I don't know who this Pratt is. He lost the mayoral race. Okay, this is all Alaska investigating Senate candidate with same name as incumbent. I don't know what this all means. All right, here's Hegseth. Tattoo and all, coming right at you. That's our war minister or war chief. Inside Pentagon, where distrust and suspicions are rampant. Being black and Hegseth's military. Killing the moods. Smartphones reduce birth rate, say studies. Rising debt leaves dollar's valuation on shaky ground. Okay, what is this all about? This looks like a dress. AI-generated ads has James Tallarico singing trans kids praise. All right, so there it is right there, okay? sure there'll be a lot of people very unhappy about that. Farage deepfakes of him fighting are spreading across socials. Who cares? Tucker Carlson presidential run? Well, to be honest with you, you have to look like more than you're really puzzled when you run for president. Okay? Just to let you know. Food supply, quote, not at risk, unquote, after new screwworm cases. Infected dog raising concerns with pet owners. U.S. Apache helicopter goes down near Straits of Hormuz, but the crew is rescued. Stand by. Let's finish this out. We're almost done. It says food supply not at risk after new screwworm cases. Netanyahu's grand strategy coming apart. Ukraine's weapons boom catching Putin off guard. Humiliation in Crimea. Russians are probably taking severe losses there. Russia threatens NATO with nuclear Armageddon as Vlad faces strategic defeat. Make no mistake about it. Russia's being taxed heavily. Make no mistake about that. What Americans really think of the World Cup? Probably not much. Let's have a look. What in the world? New York has no appetite for World Cup fever. Just days before kickoff, U.S. fans still see soccer as a sport for kids. As they should. It's a sport for imbecility. If you're an imbecile, go! Give me a fucking break, okay? It's like premature ejaculation. It doesn't mean anything. Do you understand? Zebola. Just remember, you heard it here first. Repeat after me. Zebola. Okay? Moronic idiocy. It means nothing. There is no strategic value. There is no thinking involved with soccer. Just Zebola. Do you understand? No, you don't understand. Because you don't worship me as a god. But you should. I can tell you that soccer offers virtually nothing. If you want to know why the United States went to the moon, if you believe that, and played golf and rode dune buggies, etc., you can thank pro football. Pro football is a strategic nightmare. It forces you to play the game of warfare. War. Yes, there's a lot of rules. But it's just like cutting out a bunch of paper dolls. Like you can make a little cutout of a doll and open it up and you see a whole bunch of dolls. That's not what football is. That's what soccer is. Soccer is the enemy of intelligent mankind. It's repeat after me. Zebola. Okay? Trust me, folks. You worship me as a god and you're going to be a lot better off. Forget about soccer. Let's move on. It's hard to close on that. But we should, because the hell can we do with soccer? New York. I hate to say this because I don't like the New York accent, but some of the New Yorkers are very, very intellectual. I'm telling you, when you live there, you will see. All right, this whole thing. Okay, let's be honest, no World Cup fever as I walk down Fifth Avenue. And you won't. Because they're not about Zebola. That's for a bunch of people who are not as smart as the Americans. And that is one of the reasons that proves it right there. When you spend time with Zebola, not that they can't do some incredible things with the ball. I'm not saying that. It's a wonderful sport to watch. But it's zero when it comes to strategy. And that's what Americans like to do, even with a full gut of beer or whatever. Okay. I know a lot of you Foreigners won't understand that. But I assure you it's true. We're almost done. FIFA faces empty seats. You're telling me you're going to compare a Tom Brady with Pedro Mapuca? Really? Yeah, you might like Juan Pacuco, but it's not going to mean anything, folks. Not up against a Tom Brady. Or even a linebacker, even an offensive guard. You think they're stupid. They are not stupid. It's a complex, strategic game. Unlike soccer, which is only called soccer in North America, by the way. Around the world it's called football, which makes sense. Okay, let me put this on pause. Social Security shortfall expected to accelerate. That somehow does not surprise me. NASA to name Artemis 3 crew for a high-stakes lander test. Blue Origin rocket explosion complicates return to moon. That's because it's hard to believe that we even went anyway when you see all of these failures and the spacesuits that are like a fucking joke. And of course we played golf on the moon, and when that became passe, we brought a dune buggy up there, etc., etc. If you're going to tell a lie, you might as well tell a great big one. Right? Great big one. It's more believable. I told that story of my gypsy friend when I was in 17. I forgot his name. I remember his name was Ed. He started driving a truck when he was 15 years old, an 18-wheel rig. And he applied for it, and he told him that he was 22 years old. 23, I think is what he told him. And he was 15 years old. I said, why'd you do that? Why didn't you just tell him you were 18? He said, it's more believable if you tell a great big lie. Great big lie is more believable than a barely lie. Take it from there. Argentina moves to legalize non-human corporations run by AI. The Blue Origin, the rocket blew up on the launch pad, and it must have been a doozy because I saw it. And it just must have been a massive, massive explosion. Rob Reiner's son seeks money from parents' trust for his defense in their killings. Maybe he has a point. I don't know. I liked Rob Reiner. He did the movie Spinal Tap, which was a genius work in itself. He played Meathead on All in the Family in the early 70s. And he was involved in many, many productions of movies. He was very talented in that way. So I certainly I'm not happy about Rob Reiner being no longer with us. He was a very talented man, aside from the fact that he's probably all right too, as a person. What if you could get the benefits of sleep without actually sleeping? That's kind of what Michael Jackson did. Wasn't that it? He looked like a microskeleton when he died. Health risks of alcohol accelerate after 1 drink a day. Study finds. This could be the worst Ebola outbreak in history. Sudanese man arrested after attempting beheading in Belfast. I would assume it's not a self-beheading. Sudanese migrant arrested after attempted beheading. Suspect in, quote, sickening, unquote, knife attack was granted leave to remain in UK after crossing border from Dublin, which I believe is Ireland. Sudanese man was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after a knifeman appeared to try to behead a man in Belfast. Let's hope he didn't get too far. Suspect has been taken into custody after the victim suffered significant injuries to his face, neck, and back in what police called a brutal attack. I would think so. Folks, take care. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.